Welcome back to my channel, guys. It's time for another anime first impression video. Welcome once again. It is Friday. Usually by now I'm halfway. I don't even feel like I'm halfway with first impression videos, just because a lot did release, but not so many. A lot will be releasing this weekend, but also next week, and then some are not releasing until May, so or at least start releasing. So we'll just eventually catch up. So this one is called Astro. It did release today. There's only one episode out. It is a little kind of quirky, but at the end of the day, it's cute. It is a different series for sure. Still romance. Like I said, spring is the season for romance animes. This one is still in a way romance, highly in the comedy side, but romance nonetheless. So before anything else, guys, if you haven't done so by now, make sure you do subscribe to my channel. Give some love by commenting, liking, and sharing. You guys can follow me on social media and other places by checking the description below. You guys can also check out my first impression videos, which I have quite a bit of them already out. I want to say maybe 6 or 7 by now. So more to come for sure, with Hulu and High Dive starting to release stuff this weekend. Those will add to these Crunchyroll first impression videos as well. So okay, let's talk about Astro Note. So Astro Note is our protagonist is Takumi, who is a chef, but I want to say the other main character is Amida. And now Amida is a little bit suspicious. Now, if you wouldn't have seen the first 30 seconds of the episode, you wouldn't have thought much about her other than maybe she's probably a country girl. But I feel like they messed up by giving us the first 30 seconds of the episode. They could have just not given us that and then kind of do a big reveal at the end of the episode. But oh well. They missed out on a good opportunity. Well, we do find out that Amida is a type of alien. She's not human. But Takumi shows up at the beginning of the episode to this manor, this shared house place, and he's looking to land a new job. He just got laid off. He's 25 years old and he's a chef. He needs a job, right? So finds out that the position was placed by Mira, who is the landlord of the place, and she put it because all the tenants that are there have been complaining lately about her food, and she just wants to provide good food, right? Well, first of all, they don't think about payment, so he really comes in without not knowing anything about payments like that, and that's because she is not really promising much of a payment to him. So what ends up happening is they end up going into this wild scene where all the characters basically just show up, all the tenants, and they very much don't want her to cook for them. They like explain that her meals are almost deadly, but they also understand that she made a mistake by putting up this job offer without even really providing much of a offer to him. So they do end up offering him basically a place to stay, paid for as long as he cooks them breakfast, and maybe some money in the future. So after him cooking a meal to them and everyone really enjoying it, he decides to take the job. Now, the main reason he takes the job is because Takumi right off the bat gets a crush on Amida. The episode kind of continues with him moving in and a lot of comical things that happen left and right with the characters in the house. There is an old man who he's a little senile, but he's also very much centered as well, which is odd. There is a man with his son. The son is a very smart kid. The dad is a bum. He even though he wears a suit, he doesn't really work. He's really just been bumming around for the past few weeks and months until he finds a job again. And then you have, I think there's also a lady who lives there, and then a little girl who is a indie idol, which essentially in Japan, an indie idol is someone who hasn't really made it too far in the idolship in the J-pop industry. So yeah, she's very sensitive about that, and we see that in the welcoming party for our protagonist. She's very sensitive about don't say anything about me online if it's not true, so on and so forth. So she's a bipolar character, I guess you can say. She's all cutesy, and then all of a sudden she like turns on like her evil side. So yeah, there's comedy all over the place. It ends up happening that Takumi does take Mira out just to kind of walk around in the city. He considers it a little bit more than what she considers it as of a date. And he finds out that she's a little odd. She's an odd person. She doesn't know what a phone is. She doesn't know what a movie is. And he starts asking, like, are you from out of Japan maybe, or out of town? Like, and she's like, no, I'm not. So at one point they do main connection at in their walk in a movie, and he has the movie in Blu-ray. So his idea is to go back and get the movie and then invite her to watch the movie, right? So he's out in her door, and all he hears is that Mira is a widow, and he runs to his room and he's like, oh my gosh, she's a widow, which he thinks like she was married, her husband died, you know, what a widow is. Here, well, we find out that that's the name of her species, and she's talking to her dog. Her dog essentially is there as a helper for her. She ends up being a princess. She's looking for a key, and this key is gonna help her take the throne back in where she lives. And yeah, the episode ends with an evil bird observing her, which means that someone is watching her. And yeah, that's how the episode ends. It's a wild series. There's a lot of characters that were introduced. There's a lot of comedy. I liked it because it was high paced. It wasn't it wasn't too focused on introducing everyone in super detailed way, because at the end of the day, the characters are not huge relatable characters, although a lot of things they do is very funny and could maybe relate to like the comical side of life, but not too much. It reminds me of, you know, outer space girl, angel girl shows up and boy needs to basically teach her about the world. We've seen animes like this since the 90s, since the early 2000s. In fact, there's one that is airing this season as well about an angel. So it's very similar to those. It's going to be a comron or rom-com, rom-com that I think people will enjoy. Don't see it in people's top fives, maybe top tens if the comedy, you know, keeps being at high pace ratings. So we'll just have to see. For now, guys, thank you so much for watching this. If you haven't done so by now, subscribe to my channel, give some love by commenting, liking, and sharing, and you guys can watch me in other videos here on YouTube and on social media like TikTok. Thank you again, and like always, don't be strangers. See you guys.